Hi guys, and welcome back to episode 2 of the Raid series. In the previous episode, we farmed up some experience points to get to level 2, so then we could go to Woods and get our letter so we could unlock Jaeger. In this episode, we're going to continue on getting through some of the earlier tasks. I'm not exactly sure which one. We'll go look through them together. Probably mostly focus on the Suppliers and move on from there. So, without further ado, let's crack straight into it. So, looking at our tasks, we can see that we still need to get our 2 shotguns, and we can buy them from Jaeger if we're lucky enough. We still need to get those Suppliers. We have to build the gunsmith, and we also have to get a heap of food. This is the perfect time for us to dabble into some streets. And it looks like the 133 shotguns are finally starting to not sell out. So we just bought those 2 there. We go over to Prapper, and we should be able to hand them straight in. That's the advantage of not playing all on the first day, eh? And then this task here is for us to go into customs, pick up the machinery key, and move on from there. This is a really brutal task, and you have to go one of the really hot spots of customs. So we're not going to focus on that right now. So we're going to receive all this stuff. We're going to be really pressed for space in this playthrough because we're on the standard account. So we'll just try our best, make the best of it. This pilgrim is required for a task, but it's a fair way through. So we'll probably end up using it instead. Now, as for the loadout, I don't think we really need to change too much. Probably end up just going in with just this. And like I said, we're going to focus on trying to get our Suppliers. We can find some elite pliers, that'd be amazing. And then we'll try and get our food. Whilst we're doing this, we'll probably get a lot of experience points just by killing scavs. And we'll go from there. The M4 is a really difficult site to shoot from full auto early on. The Prapper used to have a gas block you could buy, but I think it's now been moved to level 2, which is really frustrating. Or it got moved to somewhere else. It's really frustrating because it made it so much easier at the start. You could actually just make it so you can see through the M4 and put a sight on it, which it is what it is, but we'll move on. I digress. I don't think it's on Jaeger. Nope. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this loadout into streets, have some fun. We do have that scav there on the cooldown. Remembering that we took the car extract and got 0.4 scav rep. So every time we can use a car extract, we should. And then speaking of that, streets has one. So let's just chuck in a little bit of money just in case we can get that car extract. And because we can, I think I'm going to take the pilgrim. I'm going to risk it for the biscuit, you know? Risk it for the biscuit. Streets, we will insure the pilgrim. And let's go. All right, streets. Now they just did a graphics update in the last 24 hours. Well, not a graphics, sorry. They did an update that was to help fix the FPS issues in the last 24 hours. And as you can see up the top right, I'm at 120 FPS. Just quickly, I will just copy all the settings that I've got here. If you're new to Tarkov, I probably should have showed you better on the first episode, but going through this. Make sure you do something similar to this. Make sure you put head bobbing all the way down to the bottom. And FOV is usually somewhere between the middle and the end, depending on what you find best. Quickly, just go in here. I'll just scroll down. You can pause it if you need to. But at the moment, VSync should be off. At least that's what the said BSU said. And it's by post effects, sound settings. And then I go with 0.38 for both mouse sensitivity and aiming sensitivity. So just make sure you've updated your graphics because there was an update a couple of days ago. By the time you've watched this, it would have been like 2 days ago. And yeah, but the game is so much more smoother running now. So it's really good. Now this is part of the new area. I haven't spent, I've tried to spend as much time as I could. But it's somewhat new to me still, so we get to explore it together. So our priority is to make money really, but we will pretty much just be looting everything. And then we drop it. Just going to quickly change one setting that I forgot to do before. So the discard button. I like to set it to the U key. And the reason for that is I can press U to drop something and Y to delete if I'm in the stash. So I go U, Y, U, Y. This might actually be pine wood. This might not be part of the new area. It looks similar. I think it is. I think it's just the new area of Pinewood. Yeah, it is. So that's Lexos. That's the main boss spawn area. Alright, so to stop the sway of your ADS, left alt is to hold breath. So so you know if you want to hold breath while aiming down your sight. I have click to ADS, whatever you call it. Where some people use hold to ADS. It's just what I've used for the longest time. It's like my dad, Toast Rack TV, he uses inverted mouse, which I think is insane, but he's had inverted mouse because of all the flight sim days that he used to do. So this should look a little bit familiar from a previous episode where we were looking in that med building over there. We're going to head over to there. So we started right up there, and just to pass that overpass. Let that scav come to us. So now we can just double left click. So we're going to drop that for insurance fraud. Put on that rig. Now we have more space. So another streamer item. Now when I run, I never really run in a direct straight line. So I'll use my strafe keys, left and right strafes to make it so I don't. Scavenge back that way. So this is that medical. It's called dental. I'm trying to look for some lures in here. Vaseline's a nice little cheeky one to put in here. Now that FPS is starting to drop. It's because they've got these maps so dense with stuff. It just makes it impossible to have good frames. So the CMS kit is if we get a blacked out limb, we can repair that limb. And we have this filing cabinet here. So we're not going to need this, it's not really good for us. So much rat poison, that's worth a fair bit to vendor. So any of the stream items just generally have a good resale value. That screwdriver's not really worth much. It's just going to take you time, so I highly suggest just loot everything until you're used to it. And our aim is really to get 1 million reels so we can have a scav junk box. Alright, scav's coming. It's not coming anymore.
Пацаны, ну я на нуле, пиздец!
Ooh. Trying to put these scouts down because it's good XP, really. Now, if you want to hip fire, the point of aim is just below the center of the screen. So if you want to practice on that, so that SJ6 stem is it gives you heaps of stamina recovery. For 5 minutes. An AK with a sight, we might take that. Alright, so keys early on can be quite valuable for us. Garage storage room is a custom key. Actually, might not put that in there for now. Some backup there. We don't need that ammo. That was not good. Like I said, we just loot everything early, so that way, when you get learning, loot everything early, and that way you'll slowly get an idea of what's got value and what doesn't. Alright, so these are the new snipers, guys. You gotta be very careful because I've killed 4 up there in one raid. And they can have SVDs, like really big, powerful guns. We're gonna switch over armors. Also, we need to check our extract. So our extract is crash site, collapse crane, kill mob street. So we'll probably have to go with collapse crane, which is this way, and we're gonna just start heading towards that. Now, it's going to take a little while to learn stuff when it comes to ammo. So let's start talking about ammo, because it's probably a good time for you guys to figure out what's going on with ammo. So there's pretty much 2 things you got to mainly take focus on with ammo, and that is, one, it's more important than the gun, but the actual 2 things is there's flesh damage, like the actual damage of the ammo, and there's the penetration, so how much it will go, what kind of armor it will go through. So you want to make sure you're either focusing on the penetration or the actual, all the damage. So if it's damage, focusing on damage, then you go for the legs and arms and stomach. If you're focusing on pen, then you would go for the heads. Now, what I mean by all that is, if you can get, early on, you mostly won't get a very good mixture of either, but you'll just get what you can. There is ammo charts, and you'll be able to see what kind of ammo you can unlock and when you got it and how much damage and pen it will do. But just focus on one or the other. So, for example, if you're using a shotgun, damage is fine. Just focus on damage and then just go for the legs. If they're not got any armor on, then you can go for the the stomach and stuff like that. Sorry, you can go for the head and the chest. But early on, you're going to really have to pay attention to what ammo you're using, because you'll be like, I shot that guy 6 times, and it just said damage absorbed by armor is like 600, and he just turned around and shot me. And that is where a lot of people really get stuck early on. Besides the fact that they can't find the extracts and anything like that, it's like they're shooting people, and they're like, I didn't even hurt the guy, he just turned around and killed me. So this is actually a very high value loot area, so that's why I'm heading through here. If you learn these spots, you can actually make a lot of money. So I'm hoping I can get us enough money to make a scav junk box very early on. That would be nice. You can reload mags whilst you're looting as well. So if you just do that to slowly top up at all times, that'd be better. Now, we've got a lot to talk about. Armor. This is a class 4 armor. Why did I drop that for the Packer? The Packer was class 2 or 3 armor. I think it's class 2, but you got to pay attention to this durability here. So see how that's 17 out of 35? 35 is the max durability you can have. If that was 17 out of 17, it would still have the same protection as the 17 out of 35. So that's something to take note of too. So it's not always... Like if an armor's already been damaged, it doesn't really matter if it's been repaired a few times or not. It's the actual current durability. So what I mean by all that... Okay, is... You shouldn't just stand in the open like that against scavs. We have a heavy bleed right now, but I want to make sure I get this scav down quickly. Alright, so there's the heavy bleed. I just used the new double click. Then this is a better rig, so we're going to take that, put that on. And we need to keep healing up. I actually have a lot of meds. Another scav right there to the right of that building right there. Another scav over here. Ooh, we could be in trouble here. Yeah, I got him. Cool. Now we're going to need a TOS for a future quest, so we grab that now. You're not expected to know that, but it's not too far away when we get that quest. Alright, we need to get meds. We're running out now. Alright. I'll loot this guy real quick. I think kill that scab, by the way. Another thing you can do for XP is do this, where you just loot the gun, drop it. It helps level up your attention skill and your charisma skill and your intelligence skill, but it's like min-maxing stuff, so it will help you get levels because you'll get more experience points, so it is actually worth doing entirely. But yeah, it does take a bit of effort. Oh, there's another one. Oh man, run. We got out of meds now. There was a player nearby too, which makes me a bit worried. Now there is a medical building in here. Well, this player might have died to scavs. No, no meds on him. So in here, it's actually a medical building. So hopefully we can find some meds in here to use. Oh, we just want any sort of meds that actually heals. Usually the counter at the back, this one has the spawns. I don't really come in here that often, so well, I'm looking everywhere. Nope. Nothing. Well, that's worrying. Supplier above us. Hello? It's just kind of... It's a player's card. So the way I knew that was a player's card, scavs don't spam their shoot like that. But it was definitely a scav. Because it was a scav voice line. Hopefully this player's scav has meds. So we can drop our Razer headphones here, grab these ones. There's some meds, nice. We want to keep looting, but we need to heal first. It's more important. Need to get rid of that broken arm. Now you do not want to be staying out in the open while you're healing and stuff. We're going to double click the hot rod, get a little bit more hydration sorted. And the good thing about doing doing that is you get experience points from that. So can't see the scav in the distance. Alright, we're going to switch armors to this one. It's a class 4 armor. G-Bexes have a bit of value too. Turning into a very juicy raid. Double click that. I'm going to drop that mag because it's just taking up space at the moment. I'm going to take both these PS ammos. I want to take that as well, which means we'll probably get rid of that. Alright. We really need to get out of this raid. This is way too long. More and more scavs are going to keep spawning in. We're going to eventually get unlucky and get killed. And we have more than enough loot for a raid. Way more than enough. So our extract is the same as last time. It's the collapsed crane. I want to get away from the scavs will be on the left here. So I'm holding the mouse wheel down to look left there. And now we're moving over to the collapsed crane, which is just there. We could look for food and drink in here, but we already have so much. But yeah, food and drink for our quest would be nice. Just getting my stamina back up. Might heal a little bit more. Can't see any scavs on the top at the moment. You'll know where to look for the actual scavs. Hello? Oh, this is... a little bit cheeky. Running out of ammo. Oh, we literally have no ammo left in the gun. Okay. Switch over to the AKM. Alright, I just want to get out of here. Touching the body for the XP. Huge raid. He peeked out right at the end. So those were just normal scavs. So we killed one player scav and we killed lots of scavs. So this is prime time on a Saturday. It's stressful. We made a lot of noise during that. A lot of XP. So we spawned in very similar spot to the last time we went into the streets. We went through Pinewood, checked all the med spawns and all that, and then we pretty much just headed towards our extract. Very similar to our first raid, and it's good to get those routines and rhythms down. So that's pretty much how that worked. As we're going through, we're trying to loot to get the most valuable items. We will be vendoring nearly all those items, unless they're needed for a quest very soon. The idea is to get 1,000,000 rubles so then we can get a scav junk box. The good thing is, if you kill lots of scavs, you'll get a lot of XP. Aim for heads. I know it's like obvious, but if you get headshots, you get extra experience points. So for example, if you kill 10 scavs and you get 10 headshots, you'll probably get about 2,000 more XP, particularly if you survive. Surviving gives 1.5 XP. We killed there 15 scavs. How many of those were headshots? There was 13 headshots, which is why I always try and take that little bit extra to aim. And those 13 headshots turned into 1,144 experience points. Then we got the 1.3 survive bonus. It used to be 1.5. So it's 1.3 survive bonus. Or it might be, maybe it always was 1.3. So you go 1,100 times 1.3, you know, we just got ourselves, I don't know, maybe 400 experience points extra for that. So on top of the actual headshot bonus. So 1,500 extra experience of that was contributed to us making sure we got headshots. So we're at level 5 now. We will just use the quick heal, but you can do the healers by buying meds, and that will also give you experience points. All right, so lots and lots and lots of loot here. So I'm just gonna quickly put stuff into here that I want to vendor, and then once we do all the vendoring, then we'll go to do I need that one for stash upgrade? Not nuts and bolts we keep, but that we keep. Pro kill will sell. Todd's would need for a quest, which we will have unlocked now. We want to keep the horse. Sell. Food, drink, sell. The idea is we sell all this and then we hopefully have well over 1,000,000 rubles, and we can buy a scav junk box. So we need those nuts and bolts there. We want to keep those ones. So all this is the money we made from that raid, pretty much, which works out to be 285k. Then we'll sell that. I've got to get used to this. Okay, something new. You can control left click and put this stuff in here, and then all you need to do, you should start this habit earlier. It's hard for me to start, but spacebar, and it sells. So if you want to sell something quickly, just press spacebar. Now, new tasks unlocked. So we've got the Supplier, which we've got already the shotgun, so we'll hand that over. And then these will be dailies. So we can now start doing dailies. Hand over a syringe. Any location, eliminate 2 scavs with a stomach shot. And survive the streets of Tarkov raid. So we'll probably try and do that daily. Oh, and we've got search mission 2. So surviving streets, obviously, pretty straightforward. Finding a syringe might be a little bit harder. We'll see how we go. But getting scouts with thorax and stomach shots, probably do that in our normal passage of play. We can sell that one, and we'll keep that one. So from here, the best thing about the amount of money we have, it isn't heaps, but we can now buy a scav junk box. So with that, we can start putting all these quest items for later in there. So a keychain can be handy. So for example, all these items that we would use later on can now go in there. TP as well. We need these for quests later on and upgrades. So yeah, that's pretty much barter trade items go in there. There's the Vaseline. That AKM will be quite handy. And then I'm guessing that's all the ammo we had. So now if we want to get more ammo, we're going to have to go link search. This will just show the trader stuff. And you can go through all the ammos here on the left, but primarily the only ammo that we want to use is the 8.56. We want to use 8.55 preferably, but 8.56 will be how it's done until then. So that's this ammo here. And that's referring back to what I was talking about earlier, that you want to use the best ammo you can for the situation. So we want to go for headshots, right? So we want to have high pen. Now, we'll check out the hideout real quick so we actually keep an eye on what we actually want to get done. Now, getting to level 5 actually unlocks skier's tasks as well, so that's kind of cool for us too. So 25k to upgrade the vents. We need a measuring tape for the security. One of the main ones we want is also to unlock the generator, which needs a spark plug. And we want to work towards the med station. So right now we need a pile of meds and a syringe. So if we can get those 2 items, then we'll have the med station unlocked, and that can make it so we can get the Suppliers. On top of that, we need to find these items for the lavatory and these 2 bolt and screws for the workbench. Those items are actually kind of important to get because they're the ones that you can actually craft stuff at in the hideout. All right, so what we'll do now is we'll do a scav run of factory to try and get some of those items, and it'll be a nice quick factory raid, and then we can get back into another PMC raid. So let's do that. All right, so we're in. We've got one of the 2 shongas that we need. There's 10 minutes left. Now we could just run out because we've already got an item that we need and also 35k rubles, but we're going to greed it a little tiny bit and just see what we can grab in our vicinity. I'd like to get these med spawns if possible. Talk to people. Hey mate, how you going? Do you need that 3M armor? I just need it for my quest. I won't shoot you, I promise. Here, take this. Thank you. Thank you very much. That was very nice of him. Always VoIP people. Now we've got 2 quest items I'm getting out. I know it's only a quick one, but it's been 7 minutes. And there's no reason to stick around. We've got 2 quest items. This gets us our first skier task done. So that's a big win. So we got this quest item and this quest item. Rubely rubes. And then because we don't have a lot of space and I don't want to go through sorting it, the only thing I'll take out is the meds there. And the rest, I'm just going to click the sell all button. And this will give us 33,000 rubles. It's not the best way of making money, but it's just a simple way. And particularly when you've got a standard account, it's a way that you can just get rid of stuff nice and quick and easy without having to sort your stash. So for me, I want to do a hardcore playthrough where I have to, actually no, I don't do. But when I do a hardcore playthrough, my stash is always completely full. So having an option where you could sell everything to vendors straight away, even on my PMC, would be amazing. All right, so that was a really good scav raid. We got the 3M armor, so that's our skier task complete. And we won't get his next task till level 7, but we're level 6 right now. And then Jaeger, we got one of the food. So that's actually really good. So we still need the Amelia croutons and we need iskras. If we were to unlock the hideout and get the nutrition open, we could actually craft our iskras there, which is nutrition stands right here. So to get nutrition, if we scroll down the bottom here, we need to get these things as well. So relay, power cord, and salt. So maybe something to keep in the back of our mind as well. We still need to get the generator. Our quest reward for that quest, grab that. And I think we get into another raid. So we've got the extra ammo, probably taking a little bit more meds because we ran out last time. And let's go for that. Maybe a splint. Okay. So we're gonna go back in the streets. We're gonna get that food this time. But doing awesome right now, level 6. And yeah, so food, salewers, and any item that can help with the shotgun task would be great. So streets, and this will get our daily done as well. So we might actually follow our dailies a fair bit during this playthrough as well. See where they take us. All right, back to the streets. It's actually a good spawn for where we want to go. So this is the new theater in front of us. There's a gold spawn inside here actually that I found just at the back. I think I've looted a cat. It's on the shelf at the back here. not there at the moment though. So it's going to be very hard for you to figure out what's actually have value from these kind of items early on. One thing we've got to bring was the cash for the car, so that's kind of a little bit upsetting. Sights and suppressors, even if they're not high value, might be really good just to focus on looting at the start because you might even be able to use them. Oops. The reason why I'm going inside here is there's plenty of familiar crouton spawns that I found last time I came in here, so this is the actual like theater cinema. So on these seats. Really clunky and awkward because we're too thick to get between them. But last time I definitely found some croutons here, so that's why I'm looking. And it's kind of good to not just go into like the really high crazy areas straight away because it gives you an opportunity to let other people die. There's some. Number one. That might have been cash there. Some more cash. Get a drink for us. Why couldn't they just make it that you could fit between the aisles? I'm gonna just have a drink of this for now. Now you can go up to the higher balcony level 2, and that's where I found more. Someone just walked into the room. I heard like the voice line of a scav getting angry. Some good ammo. So just gonna keep an eye on, might be a scav coming from that direction. So now that we have that junk box, we could literally just loot as much stuff as we can to put in there, and just hopefully that the idea would be just to loot everything you can and put it in there, and then you'll soon learn, or eventually learn, what has value, what doesn't. It does change over the wipe, and also it'll give you opportunity to learn, like you might get stuff that you'll need for a quest or a hideout upgrade. Man, Tacola is really popular here today, hey? That's the other kind of crouton. It's used for barter trades and stuff. I haven't looted this lot, so I've only been here once before. So, just looting and dropping, get the XP. You will need your shunkers eventually, but you'll probably find heaps in the meantime. There's an MRE. which is needed for. It's a little while away, but it's not a bad thing to hold on to just if you need to get some food. It pretty much fully feeds you. Now on a standard account, which is what we're using for this playthrough, I would highly recommend trying to get 2 scav junk boxes before level 15. And even if they're completely full, that'd be a pretty good goal to set, just because there's gonna be a lot of hideout upgrades you need. Now we need to get a couple of scav kills with stomachs or whatever, so we might deliberately shoot some scavs in the stomachs. It's actually not a bad little rig. I don't know what actually kind of damage that ammo is. I'm pretty sure it says mostly flesh damage though. So over here we've got a lot of filing cabinets and med spawns and stuff. So I'm gonna go check the med spawns. Two places is actually kind of huge. We want that. We'll take the TP as well. We only need one lot of TP. It's just for the hideout upgrades. Have a quick look at this filing cabinet. I kind of want to try and get 500 more rubles. I don't know how much luck we'll have with that. This book sells for a bit. Alright, one nuts, 1 bolts. If you can learn this specific area here, you've got a medical crate here, four filing cabinets in this section here, 3 technical supply crates in this building here, and there's a food crate over there and a food crate up there. You literally can get all the items you ever need in this one spot. And we're just going to avoid that big battle going on. It could actually be the scav boss. There's just a lot of shooting near Lexos, but as for items, we're probably just going to drink some of the Tarkola. We don't have access to the flea market to make it worthwhile to holding on them. They do sell for a bit on the flea market, but right now it's like we don't need it. The screws and nails are needed for our hideout upgrade, so it's worth us grabbing them. Concordia Apartment 34 doesn't actually have a lock on it, so unfortunately that key is completely useless. Light bulbs are needed for us for hideout upgrades. I'm going to get rid of these 2 right now. Just remembering we need that measuring tape. We need measuring tape. Trying to think of what we should be getting rid of. Oh, that's nice. We'll get those bolts. I might get rid of that and put the bolts in there. And cool. I'm not going to loot the computers because we don't really need them. The one thing that would be really big for us to get right now would be measuring tape. I'm going to get rid of these and that. That just sells for 10k. These cigarettes are pointless for us right now. I think there is a barter trade that uses them, but double A bat. We need 1 double A bat, I think. Alright. Now there's usually 3 scavs here. So just be careful of that. Even if they're not outside, which they are a lot of the time. They can be inside. Come on, give us a measuring tape. Gonna get rid of the vodka. So these are the technical supply crates I was talking about. I'm going to get rid of that because we've got that one. Take the relay. We'll get plenty of cigarettes later. There's 2 loot rooms up here that's worth checking for the measuring tape. We don't want that propane. Check the floor here. Across the side here and over on this bench. Nope. It's a very detailed map. I'm going to get rid of the salvo. It's worth a little bit of money, but we're not going to use it. And I'm just constantly drinking and eating the stuff that we don't need for the quest. So then that way we are... Another plexi. So then that way I'm getting experience points and keeping up our energy and hydration, whilst also getting experience points. There's normally 3 scavs here, so that's an anomaly there that we just experienced. And they can really hurt those scavs. Alright, just checking out extract. Alright, so there's 1 iskra. We'll get rid of that. Cool. So extracts. Elevator, Kilmer Street, extract at the expo. The expo, I know where it is. It's a bit of a hike, but we can get there. One of the new extracts. Just don't have enough rubles to the car. Oh, there's an airdrop coming in. It'll definitely get people's attention. That's going to be very loud now. Just gonna watch it, see where it lands. It's really not that far away. It's insane for us to go for it though. Like, we're asking you to die by going for it. We already have a full stack of loot too. Do we not have a heavy bleed med? This guy has stuff we actually want. I'm dead. Why'd that player stop shooting? Why did that player stop shooting? Might have been a scav. I have no idea why I'm alive right now. He shot me in the head and then just stopped shooting. Got him. I'm hearing noises, but I don't know who and where they are. Hello? Trade might be a while. Ooh, lag. I dropped a mag when I reloaded before.
Yo, yo.
You player or a scav?
Yeah.
I don't trust these people. Get rid of that. It's definitely enough. I think it's two that we need. 2 and 2, right. Hello? I'm looking for a LEDX or syringe. That hurt. I'm so dead. Even if I get past this guy, I've got the whole map to run. This is now a chase, and I have so far to go. I'm hoping he's out of stamina. I have no meds. Some med spawns in here, on the floor. I'm nervous. I have a long way to go. I'm going to go to the Expo extract, the only one I know on that list. I might need to go to the dental though to get some meds on the way. I should have picked up that grizzly. Oh, this is not good. Oh my god. I'm thinking I'm just going to run straight there. Hello? Just gonna save stamina up. Pre-med. This is insane. This is like intensely insane. Scav there, 2 scavs there. Just gonna keep running. Come on, some meds, please. No. We're not out of the woodwork yet, but we're definitely out of the sketchiest part. So that was ultimate greed. Gonna be completely honest, guys. That was the most ultimate greed. I literally looted the thing with like 3 scavs around. Looted the airdrop with 3 scavs around, and they kind of just like, I don't know. I don't think they realized that the actual drop was there. And then when I ran off, everyone wanted a piece of me. Oh my god, I'm actually shaking. That's the first time I've had that much more, like that much intensity in a raid in such a long time. Because I'm trying to give you guys the best content I can with this raid series. But so we spawned in near the theater. We went through the theater and then went through that like the construction area, warehouse area. Got some of the loot from there. Airdrop came in. We took the airdrop and then we ran all the way to the extract. What a big one. That's huge. 4,500 XP, which is quite nice, but we actually got all the items we needed for the Jaeger task and a heap of hideout items that we need. All right, so let's start with what we can hand in. So let's hand in these 2, just so that way it's like out of the way. So that is the crouton's done. This gives us 2 more tasks, which tarkov shooter part 1 I think is bugged at the moment. So, and the other one's to go into woods and kill scavs without wearing armor. We also got the survive streets task done. And now we got the task hand in a disposable syringe, but if we take the polar meds and that syringe, we can do the med station upgrade. And I think the med station upgrade is better for us at the moment than 1,000 XP we get, because the med station upgrade will give us the ability to make saloons. So we can construct that. I think we need to have power on though. So if we were to get 2 of these, yeah, we need power on. So the good thing about that is we got the measuring tape, but we didn't get the spark plug. So we've got that done, and now we just need to get the spark plug, and then we can actually have power to make saloons. So, all right. So item-wise, nuts and bolts can go in there, which also means we can get the workbench done. Just got to buy one of these. I don't know if you can make a spark plug at level 1, which is interesting. They should make it so you can. All right, and then all this is just going to go in here for now. Just going to put it all in here. Another way to do it is you hold shift. This is a sorting tab, but hold shift. You put that there, and then every single one that's a barter trade item, just left click while holding shift, and then you can put it all like this. That's a vendor. There's no way I'm keeping that. It's one of the last items you need in the game, and they're pretty common. And then it's just another way of doing that. I'm just gonna go like this for now. I don't even know what to do with it myself. That was just too intense. Too intense. All right. That was huge. That was absolutely huge. All right, so we're nearly set up for the next raid. That is going to be the end of this one, though. I'll get those quest items done. We might go to Woods next raid for get to more quests done. Doing the kill scouts with no armor. I think we'll go with that one, being unprotected and dangerous. I think it'd be a good way to continue on. And we are level 7, which means we should, when we reload, get this next skier task, which is to go into customs. All right, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed this raid episode. My heart is pounding. My name is Pestily, and I approve this message. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure you like and comment for the YouTube algorithms. Share the raid series with your friends. If they're new to Tarkov, this is the best thing you can do. Is share it with your friends so they can have a guidance on how to learn the game. It's going to tell these to save some space. Yeah, but share it with your friends. It means a lot. These episodes take a lot of time to edit for my editor, and we're trying to squeeze it in whilst also doing a subathon. So appreciate all the support you guys already give. If you want to check out our live stream, I'm streaming every day, most likely for the next 50 days. Live on Twitch, twitch.tv/Pestily, and come say hello to me or my dad, Toastrack TV. So as that, guys, lastly, I'll see you next time.